Unpacking Dr. Terrence Farrell's Critique of Marla Dukharan's, an editorial by Professor Wall Street. In recent times, the economic discourse in Trinidad and Tobago has been dominated by a heated debate between two prominent economists, Dr. Terrence Farrell and Marla Dukharan. The crux of the matter revolves around Dukharan's assertion that billions of US dollars have gone missing from the country's foreign exchange reserves over the past decade. Dr. Farrell, a former deputy governor of the central bank, has vehemently opposed this claim, labeling it as incorrect and misleading. However, a closer examination reveals that Dr. Farrell's critique may be more about defending the current administration than addressing the core issues raised by Dukharan. Here are 10 reasons why Dr. Farrell's attack on Dukharan's analysis is flawed. 1. Complexity of balance of payments. Accounting. Dr. Farrell argues that balance of payments accounting is complex and that Dukharan's analysis oversimplifies the issue. However, this complexity should not be used as a shield to dismiss legitimate concerns about large, unexplained outflows of foreign exchange. 2. Misclassification of transactions. Farrell points to the misclassification of transactions as a significant factor. While this may account for some discrepancies, it does not explain the consistent and substantial outflows highlighted by Dukharan. 3. Lack of transparency. Dukharan's call for greater transparency in the management of foreign exchange reserves is valid. The public deserves to know how their country's resources are being managed, and dismissing these concerns undermines efforts towards accountability. 4. Historical data trends. Dukharan's analysis is based on historical data trends that show a consistent pattern of large outflows. Ignoring these trends without providing a comprehensive alternative explanation is irresponsible. 5. Central bank's role. The central bank's own admission of data inaccuracies and incomplete coverage supports Dukharan's concerns. Farrell's dismissal of these issues appears to contradict the central bank's acknowledgement of the problem. 6. Political bias. Dr. Farrell's previous appointment as deputy governor by the PNM government raises questions about potential political bias in his critique. His defense of the current administration's handling of foreign exchange reserves may not be entirely objective. 7. Economic impact. The unexplained outflows have significant implications for the country's economic stability. Dukharan's analysis highlights the need for urgent policy responses to address these issues, which Farrell's critique fails to acknowledge. 8. Public accountability. Dukharan's insistence on public accountability and proper governance structures is crucial. Farrell's critique does not address the need for improved oversight and transparency in managing the country's foreign exchange reserves. 9. Expert consensus. Other economists and financial experts have echoed Dukharan's concerns about the unexplained outflows. Farrell's critique appears to be an outlier, suggesting that his position may not be widely supported within the economic community. 10. Constructive dialogue. Instead of dismissing Dukharan's analysis, a more constructive approach would be to engage in a dialogue to address the underlying issues. Farrell's attack on Dukharan's credibility does little to advance the conversation or find solutions to the problems at hand. In conclusion, while Dr. Terrence Farrell's critique of Marla Dukharan's analysis raises some valid points about the complexity of balance of payments accounting, it falls short in addressing the core issues of transparency, accountability, and economic stability. By dismissing Dukharan's concerns, Farrell appears to be more focused on defending the current administration than on finding solutions to the pressing economic challenges facing Trinidad and Tobago. It is imperative that we prioritize open and honest discussions to ensure the responsible management of our nation's resources.